Okay, so I'm here to point out the workability problem of the opponent's plan, which is prohibiting animal testing is hard to, my claim is prohibiting animal testing is hard to regulate and it requires a large amount of funding. So my first point is that it requires a lot of regulation to actually stop the use of animal as test subject. According to annual report usage by fiscal year from USDA, in 2015, US government statistics put the number of lab animal used in research at 767,622. The large amount of the animal were used in the laboratory all over the United States. So with over 700,000 animals tested yearly, banning animal testing is going to be such a huge change. It also requires very closely monitor and regulation. And if the opponent said that it's going to cost a lot of money to to do the animal testing, it is also really expensive to make sure that all over the country we don't have animal testing anymore. So the second point is that not all the country has banned animal testing, so experiment can still be done in other country. So there is a reply to the opponent's point. We can increase the fine to charge people who actually do animal testing in the US, but it does not work because you can actually go to other country to do that. So according to Sophia Yang, who is Beijing respondent at CNBC, she reported that China requires skincare and cosmetic firm to submit the report of their animal testing in government before they can actually put the products for sale. So China actually encouraged the testing of animal. So since there is not a global regulation, so it won't be effective if people can still go to other country to do the animal testing. So since Chinese people is already making our clothes, making our iPhones, so why don't we just go to China to do our animal testing? So and also housing the lab animal can be costly. So according to annual report animal usage by fiscal year, so there are 136,525 animals were not involved in any research but kept in the research facility. So plus the animal that were used in the research, there is a large amount of animal is actually we have to keep housing them. So it can be really costly as well. Now I'm going to point out a disadvantage of prohibiting animal testing. So my first claim is that prohibiting animal testing may lead to human testing, which is unethical and inefficient. So animal experiment is required by the National Institution of Health prior to the experiment on human. The first principle of the law related to the protection of human subjects is that animal testing should be done before. So my second subpoint is that it is unethical to use human subjects. So as our opponent said that there will be some research like genetic manipulation. And according to Juan Carlos, who is a PhD at UCLA, Brain Research Institution, animal research is not animal testing. And we cannot conduct all the basic research on human bodies because it is too invasive and harmful. So my third subpoint is that if there will not be a lot of human subjects in the research, because according to the World Health Organization, two main principles of the experiment on human subjects are honesty and consent. So it means that the organization where is going to conduct a research involve human subjects, they have to inform the human subjects about the risk and the benefit of the study, and they also need to ask for their consent. So besides the fact that people may not volunteer to be a guinea pig, as human subjects are also very closely regulated, there will be no subjects for people to do the research on if animal testing was banned. So my second disadvantage claim is that prohibiting animal testing is going to limit the knowledge we learn. So my first point is that many evidence has proven that animal testing has advanced human health. According to Foundation for Biochemistry Research, if you have ever taken medicine or had a medical procedure, you have benefited from animal testing and research. Animal research has contributed but not limited to leukemia, cystic fibrosis, Ebola, and Alzheimer's disease and artificial blood. And which leads to my second point, which is without animal testing, it would be hard for scientists to make progress in their field. So here I'm going to use a quote from Thomas Edison. I have not failed, I have just found 10,000 ways that will work. Even though there is no groundbreaking medical advancement every day, there are still benefits we get from the animal testing. Like Thomas Edison, if he didn't eventually invent the light bulb, it doesn't mean that he got nothing out of his failure. Prohibiting animal testing eliminates the chance for people to learn and to make advancement.